Welcome to the Man to Man Talk podcast. What I want to talk to you about today is why you never talk to a woman when she's upset or angry or moody. I want to give you the reasons why and what to do instead. Now, one thing you may not realize is women are emotional. Women are emotional. I want you to pay attention to the decisions that your woman makes. I want you to pay attention to how she responds to things. I want you to pay attention to everything and use your logic from a third person point of view. Use your logic and say, hey, does that actually make sense? What she did, does that actually make sense? Is that logical? Is that emotional? What she said, is that logical? Is that emotional? And really just take note of it. Like, really be aware, because a lot of times you're not aware of your woman. You just think there's a problem. You just think that she's crazy. You may think negative things. You may think positive things. But one thing I want you to get out of this is just observe her. When things are going good, observe her. When things are going bad, observe her. When there's conflict, when there's not conflict, just really start to observe and learn your woman. And the reason why I say that is because you'll start to see things that you never noticed before. You'll start to see how her emotions are. Whether it's good or bad, you'll see it. And once you see it, then it will help you better understand how to communicate with her, how to behave around her. You'll be able to understand her a lot more, basically. Because like I said, women are emotional, right? So the other thing is, when women are emotional, when there's disagreements, when there's conflict, when they're upset, you have to understand it doesn't matter how logical you are. It doesn't matter the facts that you bring up, the evidence. I'm telling you, none of that it doesn't matter. Seriously, it does not matter. What matters is understanding her frame of mind and understanding why emotions are the way they are, and use it to your advantage, because you've probably been using it to your disadvantage and not realizing it. So this is where I'm going with this. Women are already emotional, right? You have a disagreement, a misunderstanding, and maybe she goes from 1 or 0 to 100, and we just had a simple conversation. What the fuck is going on? I don't understand why she's acting like this. I don't understand why she's saying this. The reason why is if she's already emotional, right? Emotions, you got happy emotions, you got sad emotions, you got anger, frustration, you got all these different mix of emotions. And the more emotional a person is, and we're talking about women, the less logic that they use. So if there's a problem that comes up, there's a disagreement, there's an argument, there's conflict, she's going to fight, flight, or freeze. But I like to say fight or flight. And what I mean by that is she may fight you tooth and nail. It may not make any sense to you, but she's upset, she's screaming, she's angry. Or she may just storm out. Oh, I'm gone. I'm leaving. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And the reason why is because how her mind is wired. As men, we're wired to be more logical, to use more reasoning, to be more analytical. So when conflicts arise, men, as you should, be more logical. Women, more emotional. So when you have two opposite ends of the spectrum, it's impossible to meet in the middle. If she's super emotional, whether it's anger, frustration, whatever it is, and you're super calm, you're logical, you're really thinking about the situation, and you're trying to meet her halfway, it's not going to work. And that's just their defense mechanism. I mean, if any mammal, If they feel that they're threatened, it's fight, flight, or freeze. That's just what it is. But as men, we've been gifted to be more logical. Now, some of you are more emotional, depending on how you was raised, who you were raised around, and how you were taught to handle conflict. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're more on the logical side, just understand that is the reason why you may have a simple disagreement, a misunderstanding, and things just go from 0 to 100. And you're very confused because you've been calm the whole time. You haven't been aggressive. You haven't been passive. You've been assertive, but you're just like, why? Like, what the fuck is going on? That's the reason why. It's a thing called hormones. That's the reason why. But what you do is, should I tell y'all? I'm gonna go ahead. I care about you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. There's two things. First thing is learn how to handle conflict and learn how to communicate effectively. I'm not talking about assertively. Yes, there's a time and a place to be assertive. I think you should always be assertive, but learn how to communicate more effectively. When you learn how to communicate more effectively, it opens up so many doors when it comes to your relationship. When you know how to handle conflict, it opens so many doors when it comes to your relationship. Now, the second thing, this is the meat and potatoes, I guess you could say. The second thing is when women are emotional, like I said, it could be anything from anger, frustration to feeling overexcited and giddy. You want to bring the experience of the positive emotions or the more empowering emotions as much as possible. So if she's in an emotional state where she's all happy, giddy, in a positive state of mind and everything's going good, you want to spend as much time as you can with her. You want to be happy around her. You want to be just positive, just vibrant, just empowering, just everything positive that you can think of. You're not kissing her ass, anything like that. But you want to be around when she is experiencing those great emotions, those positive emotions. When she's experiencing those negative emotions, I'm not saying not to support her if she's sad because maybe a family member passed away or whatever. I get it. You want to be there for her, but my thing is you don't want to put yourself in a position where she's in a bad mood and what can I do to fix it? What's going on? We need to talk. No, you don't want to do that because it's training her in her subconscious mind, not her conscious mind, but her subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind and the hormones and all that stuff, that's why I say women are wired to be more emotional. And when you really, I don't want to say manipulate, it sounds dark, but you want to be around her more when she's positive, and you want to be around her less when she's negative. You want to support her, like I said, if she's sad and she's genuinely going through a bad time, you want to be there for her to uplift her. But if she is being angry, aggressive, and the shit she's saying make no fucking sense, and you're just like, hey, we went from 0 to 100, you don't want to be around that, because what you're doing is you're training and you're teaching her subconscious mind, when I'm around him, it's great. I feel great. Things are going good. I'm happy, giddy, whatever. And when I start the bullshit and I get upset and angry, I notice he's not around. I notice he really don't like that. But when I'm sad and I really need his support, he's actually there for me. And when you understand that and you really start to apply it to your relationship, you'll see a difference, because what happens is you do things backwards. And what I mean is, if she's upset, angry, you want to spend as much time with you as you can. You want to give her gifts. You want to buy her flowers. You want to kiss her ass. You want to do all these negative. Well, let me take that back. You want to do all these positive things to her and for her when she has a bad attitude. So what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? She has a bad attitude. She's treating you with disrespect. She's getting upset. It's conflict, but you're kissing her ass. You're spending a lot of time with her. You're buying gifts. What do you think you're doing? You're programming her conscious mind and her subconscious mind. When I have a fit, hey, he's always around. When I get upset, hey, he buys me things. He kisses my ass. When things are going well, he really pays me no attention because he thinks that's just how I'm supposed to be. I'm doing fine. He doesn't need to be there for me. I'm doing okay. I'm happy. He's really not around. He's just there. But when I'm upset and angry, oh man, he's really around. He's doing everything. And she starts to associate her being disrespectful, acting out of character, being emotional in a negative sense. She associates that with it being okay and it being good because you allow it. You kiss her ass, you buy gifts, everything that I mentioned earlier. That's what makes it okay. So I really want you to reflect on everything I said in this podcast. I want you to reflect past situations with your woman and ask yourself, have I really paid attention to her? Have I really looked at the situation from a third person point of view? How she behaves, when she's good, when she's bad, when she's happy, when she's sad. Have you really paid attention? And then the other thing is when she acts a certain way, whether good, bad, or sad, how do you respond? What do you do? Really reflect on that. And if you've been doing the things I said that are the things that cause you to get disrespect, meaning you're kissing her ass, you're giving her gifts, you're being around 24/7, what can I do for you? When she's angry and upset, going crazy, mad, ask yourself, are you doing those things? And if you are doing those things, you might want to reflect upon that and come up with different ways that you can be when those times come up. I told you I was going to share something a little bit deeper with you because a lot of men don't understand that. A lot of men don't understand that, yeah, a woman is emotional, but what the fuck does that mean? You got to go deeper. You got to go deeper and really understand it, especially as a man being logical and rational and analytical. You really got to understand that you can use that to your advantage because the more emotional that a woman is, or anybody, they can be controlled. And I'm not saying to control a woman. I'm not saying control a woman at all. You let her do what she does. What I'm saying is the more logical, the more rational that you are, you can see things for what they are, be more clear-headed, and work your way to conflict resolution. Work your way to a better relationship. Because now you know. There is no excuse. Now you actually know. And it's simple. It's so simple. You don't have to read 25 million books. You don't have to sign up for a course. You don't have to watch all these videos. You just got to do the simple thing of just paying attention to your woman and asserting yourself accordingly. And I just wanted to share this with you. You know, I really want you guys to have standards when it comes to your relationship. I'm talking to you listening. Ask yourself, do you have standards? Do you set boundaries? Are you able to communicate assertively? Are you able to communicate effectively? Do you know how to resolve conflicts? How's your leadership? You really have to understand those things, because when you understand those things, you can really command respect from your woman, regardless if you're meeting, if you're dating, you're married, and be able to establish respect in your relationship. Those are the things that are going to help you. And once you understand those things, guess what? More clarity, higher self-esteem, more confidence, peace of mind. And the best thing is you can show up more powerful in your life, not just your relationship, but in life, because all of those skills can help you in everything in your life. Any endeavors, those skills will help you tremendously. But the first person that you can make those skills become more effective is in your relationship between yourself and your woman.